America's enemies have attempted to attack Marine One over 47 times in the past decade, without success. This $80 million flying fortress lifts off from the White House lawn, armed with missile jammers, decoys, and bulletproof windows. It can even coordinate a nuclear response mid-flight. But could it survive an EMP attack? And why is the Pentagon so secretive about its ghost mode radar invisibility? Join us as we uncover the secrets of Marine One, the MV-22. Surprisingly, the origins of the presidential helicopter fleet trace back to atomic bombs. In 1946, during nuclear tests at Bikini Atoll, Marine General Roy S. Geiger realized that traditional beach landings made troops easy targets in the atomic age. This led to the creation of HMX-1, the elite Marine Helicopter Squadron, in 1947. Operating from Quantico, Virginia, the unit started with two helicopter models, the Sikorsky HO-3S-1 and the Piasecki HRP-1, nicknamed the Flying Banana. Despite their limitations, these helicopters revolutionized military transport. In 1947, HMX-1 proved their potential by launching from the USS Palau to transport 66 Marines to Camp Lejeune. Stay tuned as we dive into the incredible evolution of Marine One and the technology that makes it nearly untouchable. As the atomic age made traditional beach landings too risky, the Marine Corps sought a new approach. With troops and equipment clustered on beaches, they were easy nuclear targets. This led to the creation of Marine Helicopter Squadron 1, HMX-1, on December 1, 1947, under Colonel Edward C. Dyer. Based at Marine Corps Air Station Quantico, Virginia, the squadron was strategically placed near helicopter manufacturers and Marine Corps schools to recruit pilots and crew. HMX-1 began with two helicopters, the Sikorsky HO-3S-1 and the Piasecki HRP-1, known as the Flying Banana. These early aircraft were basic, lacking even cabin heating and carrying only 3 Marines at a time. In May 1947, HMX-1 proved helicopter transport was viable when 5 helicopters ferried 66 Marines from the USS Palau to Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. Over time, the squadron evolved into an essential military asset. On September 7, 1957, HMX-1 made history when it flew President Dwight D. Eisenhower across Narragansett Bay amid the Little Rock 9 crisis. This 6-minute flight marked the birth of presidential helicopter travel. Colonel Virgil D. Olson, who piloted the mission, later introduced lasting innovations like the white-top paint scheme and South Lawn landing target. The first official presidential helicopter, the VH-34 Choctaw, entered service in 1957, followed by the VH-3A Sea King in 1962 and the VH-3D Sea King in the late 1970s. The VH-60N White Hawk joined in 1987, enhancing performance for overseas missions. Until 1976, the Army shared presidential transport duties under the call sign Army 1, but President Gerald Ford later assigned sole responsibility to the Marines. A milestone came on July 16, 2009, when Major Jennifer Greaves led the first all-female Marine One crew on her final mission. Over the decades, HMX-1 helicopters have played pivotal roles, evacuating Richard Nixon after his resignation, transporting presidents during crises, and even helping Ronald Reagan bypass traffic to visit his wife in the hospital. Today, Marine One is a high-tech command center in the sky, equipped with advanced communication and defense systems, ensuring the president can govern from anywhere. From its experimental beginnings to carrying the leader of the free world, HMX-1 remains a symbol of precision, safety, and reliability. Marine One is equipped with advanced countermeasures against missiles and secure video conferencing, ensuring the president remains productive even in flight. Designed for comfort and functionality, its cabins mirror the Oval Office. The Marine One fleet continues to evolve, with the MV-22 Patriot ushering in a new era in 2024. Offering greater range, speed, and security, it ensures the president can respond to crises worldwide at a moment's notice. Yet, Marine One's true legacy lies not in technology, but in an unwavering commitment to excellence that began with Colonel Olson's historic flight. However, even the most prestigious fleet must adapt to aging aircraft and evolving threats. After September 11th, it became clear that existing helicopters couldn't support modern security and communication systems. Weighed down by additional gear, their performance suffered. In 2005, the Pentagon attempted to replace them with the VH-71 Castrol, a modified European helicopter. Initially budgeted at $6.1 billion for 28 aircraft, costs spiraled to $13 billion, with each helicopter exceeding the cost of Air Force One. The program was canceled in 2009, forcing the Marine Corps to extend the life of aging aircraft. To keep them operational, Marines turned to creative solutions, salvaging parts from museum helicopters and pioneering 3D printing for replacements. Learning from the VH-71's failure, the military took a new approach, modifying an existing, proven design. This led to the selection of Sikorsky's S-92, now the VH-92 Patriot. Unlike its predecessor, this program has remained on track, marking a new chapter in the storied history of Marine One. The VH-92 helicopter was developed using an existing commercial model, allowing engineers to focus on presidential-specific modifications rather than aircraft design. Awarded in 2014, the contract called for 21 helicopters at a lower cost per unit. This new Marine One offers significant upgrades, including a 30% larger cabin for additional security personnel and equipment. Advanced fly-by-wire controls improve handling in tough conditions, while its modular design allows for future upgrades. Each VH-92 undergoes rigorous testing before carrying the president, facing artificial sandstorms, electromagnetic pulses, lightning strikes, and even White House lawn landings to prevent garden damage. The first operational flight took place in August 2024, with full fleet deployment expected by 2025, replacing the VH-3D and VH-60 models. Beyond transport, these helicopters function as mobile command centers, countering threats from cyber attacks to electromagnetic warfare. Security measures include a decoy formation of up to 5 identical helicopters, preventing adversaries from identifying Marine One. The signature white-top design, introduced in the 1950s, minimizes cabin heat and aids recognition. An elite team of 800-plus Marines, all holding the strict Yankee white clearance, ensures operational security. They operate from 3 bases: Quantico, Joint Base Anacostia Bolling, and Joint Base Andrews, each with hardened shelters and independent power supplies. Though Marine One's defenses are largely classified, known features include electronic warfare systems, infrared countermeasures, and chaff dispensers. Even maintenance follows strict protocols, with controlled parts tracking and fuel testing to prevent tampering. For presidential travel, Marine One is transported via Air Force aircraft, ensuring secure deployment wherever needed. The C-17 Globemaster III and C-5 Galaxy are massive transport planes capable of carrying helicopters, spare parts, and support personnel. Loading takes place in secure hangars, away from prying eyes. A crucial, yet lesser-known aspect of Marine One is its advanced weather monitoring system. Automated stations around Washington, D.C. provide real-time data, detecting hazardous wind conditions for safe urban landings. Communication is equally vital. Marine One stays connected to military and civilian networks, ensuring the president always has secure contact with commanders and emergency services. It receives encrypted data from satellites, ground stations, and aircraft for a full security picture. The Marines rigorously train for emergencies, from mechanical failures to EMP attacks, using high-tech simulators that replicate real-world conditions, including stormy landings at the White House. Despite all precautions, the most remarkable fact remains: Marine One has a flawless safety record. With technology advancing rapidly, what innovations will safeguard future presidents in the skies? The Bell Boeing MV-22 Osprey is a unique tiltrotor aircraft, blending helicopter and airplane capabilities. It takes off and lands vertically but flies at high speeds over long distances. Developed after the 1980 Iran hostage crisis, it became operational in 2007, proving invaluable for military transport across various terrains. Its tiltrotor design allows for efficient transitions between modes, reaching speeds of 316 miles per hour with a range exceeding 1,000 miles. The U.S. Marine Corps, Air Force, and Navy all operate specialized Osprey models, and even Japan has adopted the aircraft. For presidential missions, the Osprey provides reliable, high-speed transport for security teams and equipment, landing in remote or confined spaces with ease. It features twin Rolls-Royce AE-117C engines, an advanced glass cockpit, and triple redundant flight controls for safety. Designed with composite materials and foldable rotors for shipboard use, the Osprey's powerful engines require protective heat shields on Navy decks. While it has a rear-mounted machine gun for defense, its speed and agility remain its greatest assets. Used in high-profile missions across Iraq, Afghanistan, and Libya, the V-22 has revolutionized military logistics. Could tiltrotor technology shape the future of military aviation? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, be sure to click